Hey everyone, it's Kristen with HK Wax Center. I'm gonna do another Q&A video. Real quick before I get started on that, I just wanted to say thank you to you guys. I just put out my video on Brazilian demo or Brazilian wax demo on paper. If y'all have seen that, go check it out. It's the one right, one video earlier than this one. But I've been reading through the responses, like the comments on there, and honestly, I was really nervous to put that video up. I thought it had the potential to be incredibly stupid. And it's funny because I've talked to my fiance about like, oh well, should I do one on like a real person so I could show them, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Like that, it's just I don't want to put an naked chick on my channel, sorry. But then I came to him with the idea of doing it on paper, and even he was like, really? but then we talked about it. He's like, that actually work. And so I'm so glad that I did, because y'all's comments have just made me so happy, because I continue to make these videos because of y'all, because y'all are so great, and y'all's I can tell that they're actually helping, and that makes me feel really good, because I don't know, there's so many negative things in this world, so if I can help bring any kind of help to anybody, then that just warms my heart. So I just want to say thank y'all, but y'all have it's been really fun for me to read the comments, and to know that video is really helping people, because I know I would have loved something like that when I first started waxing. So I'm glad that it's helping. Sorry if it's really cheesy, but I went for it. So anyway, okay, so let me get to some questions. So these are just questions that are on my YouTube channel. I go back and I respond to all of y'all, but I always think it's fun to actually answer them on camera too, because sometimes I can get into a little bit more detail without having to type for like an hour. Now one person asked if I could do a Manzilian demo on paper, just see if I could help. Honestly, I have never done a Manzilian, which is a Brazilian on a man, ever in my life. Never practiced on it. I've seen videos, but I have no clue how to do it. So sorry, but no. Let me see. Okay, what's another good question here? Oh, someone asked, like, do they really need a wax warmer, or can they just put it in a microwavable cup and heat it up for 15 seconds until it's the right thickness? You need a wax warmer. Sorry, but the microwave's not gonna, get a wax warmer. I promise you'll thank me for it later. Do you ever use soft wax? Nope, only hard wax. My skin's so sensitive that me and soft wax don't mix, and I know a lot of people have sensitive skin, so I just use hard wax, and my clients love it. I love it. It's just easier for everyone all around. I get a lot of questions on what the temperature of my wax is set to, which I actually just made a video about this too. It's titled Wax Temperature for Hair Removal. My wax is never at one temperature. Throughout the day, throughout the service with one client, I'm constantly changing it. I'm constantly stirring my wax. Every probably 5 minutes I stir my wax pot, just because the wax on the top can start to get, cooler than the wax on the bottom. So I'm constantly stirring it. Like after this video, I'm gonna go stir that wax pot again. So yeah, it's never on one temperature. I'm always going back and forth and just finding the perfect kind of temperature and then stirring it and then adjust from there. So look at that video, it will help. But yeah, it's you want to look at the consistency, not the temperature. So keep that in mind. Someone else, does the color of the wax really matter? Not at all. The color is just for fun. So anything that's, I mean, I think most companies will change the color purposefully so that you can identify this wax is for this and this wax is for this, but they're just putting a different dye in it. So no, the color doesn't mean anything other than just it's different color. Let's see, another question about temperature. Let's see. When you get the courage, please demonstrate on a person, because that's on my paper video. It's not about courage. It's just, I mean, I have plenty of clients that will be fine with it. It's just that I don't want to do it. I don't want to put a naked chick on my channel. There's a ton of Brazilian waxing videos on YouTube. I've seen a lot of them, and I don't want to be one of those people. Some of them are really disturbing and creepy, and no, sorry. Okay, let's see. Do you ever exfoliate your client prior to service? I often think about it since I do exfoliate my clients sometimes before makeup application. So it would take a long time, or it would just take so much extra time during the service to exfoliate them prior, or I'm sorry, let me start over. To exfoliate someone during a service, it would take extra time that I just don't have. I'm booked back to back most days, so in order to do that on top of waxing, it wouldn't, unless you're charging more for it, but then again, like you're losing time from being with other clients because of that. So no. Now, have I wished that I could? Absolutely. Yes, there are clients that I have convinced or tried to convince to exfoliate, and they just don't listen. So I tell them, you see these little hairs right here that aren't coming up, but you can still clearly see them, that's because you're not exfoliating. And if I have to tweeze some, I will, but I'm not going to waste my time tweezing all of them if they're not going to listen to my instructions. That's on them. Do what I say and everything will be fine. Okay, let's see. What else? Can you use hard wax on eyebrows? Absolutely. I do it every day of my life. Oh, someone asked about, from my Brazilian wax demo on paper, is this what you were taught at EWC, which is European Wax Center, or is this your own pattern? It's a little bit of both. Some of it's from European, and then other tricks are things that I have just morphed into on my own. So keep in mind, no two Brazilians are exactly the same, which is why in that video I try to go into extreme detail on how to handle certain situations. But it's a mixture of both. Someone else, any way to buy Miss Sear without a license? Not having any luck. Unfortunately, nope. You have to be an esthetician to buy Miss Sear. Let's see. Can you make a video on how you marketed and started building your client list when you moved? A lot of hard work. You have to have a good website. You have to have good and quality content, which I myself hate writing, but I sucked it up and did it anyway. Reviews help a ton. Reviews are great. Referrals help a lot. But yeah, it's really just making sure that you have a really good website. And then I started making videos, really just trying to help my website rank, and here we are, which it turned into something completely different than what I intended for my channel to be, but I love it, and I would have not changed. I would do it all over again if I had to. So what else? Have you ever heard of mixing hard wax and soft wax together, like putting them in the same pot for a treatment? That would not work, because soft wax has to be removed with paper, so if you mix that with the hard wax, that would be a big sticky mess. No, don't do it. What else? Let's see. I waxed my face with Cerapill blue wax and broke out pretty bad after. I have sensitive acne prone skin. How can I prevent this? Honestly, hydrocortisone cream works wonders. I know at European Wax Center they would want us to use, I can't remember what it was, but it was some kind of cream, and it would always break my clients out. So I started bringing my own hydrocortisone cream, and they never broke out. So works great. Give that a try. What else? Let's see. Sorry, a lot of these are just comments and not actual questions. How do you handle a client that shaves in between waxes so the hair is all at different lengths, even if you explain to them they shouldn't? Again, that's on them. If it's a first time, client, your hair growth is going to be all over the place. So I always tell my clients that the first time, it probably won't be 100% smooth. Most of the hair should be out, but you might see a couple of really short hairs that are just poking through the skin. That's just a different hair growth cycle due to shaving for so long. So it takes about 2 to 3 waxes to get all of the hair out at the same time. It's completely normal, but once we regulate the cycles, then they'll all come out and it'll all be nice and pretty. So I also tell them, do not shave in between. If you're going to shave in between, it's going to ruin our whole process. Now, if they're not going to listen, sorry, that's on you. I'll tweet some, but again, I'm not going to waste my time because they're not going to follow instructions. So try to stress that to them. But again, as long as you told them don't shave in between, they still are, then some people just can't listen. What else? Dun, dun. Wondering where your bed is from. I've done a video on my wax table before. It's actually from Amazon. I think Master Massage is the name, but yeah, check out that video. It has all the details on there. I think I put a link in there too, so that you can see what exactly type of table that is. Okay, what else? This isn't a question. It's just a comment, but Katie Elizabeth, Catty Elizabeth, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, said, when you said you drew a bunch of vaginas on paper, I frickin' howled. I got so many weird looks from people that were like walking by my salon, because I just had my salon door open, not really thinking anything of it. I was just waiting for my next client, and I was drawing all these suckers out, and I had a girl that peeked in, and she's like, what in the world are you doing? So yeah, that was fun. How do you feel about GG hard wax? I have a video about this. It's called Reviewing Hard Wax Hair Removal or something like that. Reviews or something. Anyway, go look at that video. That'll tell you how I feel. Let's see. Do you have a Facebook group or anything we can discuss issues we have using wax troubleshooting or issues and discuss? I don't, but I've actually been considering starting one. If y'all be interested in that, let me know. I know there's a ton out there, but I just feel like y'all are my little YouTube family, so I'm down for it. If y'all are, let me know and I'll get one going. And then I'll do one more if I can find a question and not just a comment. Dun, dun. Love the look of your brows. I'm assuming you do your own brows. Can you do a video on how to do your own brows? I do my own brows, yes. It took me a long time to get these suckers the way they are, and they're still not where I want them to be, but whatever. I actually got them done in high school. You get your nails done, you go to the nail salon, and they do your brows too. And that woman took off the entire tail end of my brow. So they were like an inch. I mean, they were so short. And back then, people didn't fill in their brows, so I was just kind of screwed. It took years for it to grow back in. Oh my god, it took so long, and that sucked, but eventually they did. And but yeah, now I do them on my own. I'll take time at some point to actually show y'all how I do it. I'm sure I look retarded when I do it, but yes, I can do that, and I will absolutely do that for you. Okay, I'm gonna stop now because it's been like 15 minutes and y'all are probably tired of listening to me, but have a good day. I will see y'all on my next video. Bye guys.